I no longer make posts, I go live. So if you are looking for me on the For You page, you will not find me for some time. If you want me, go to my bio. I have written it. I go live every Wednesday and Sunday. So if you want to see me, come baby, come. Come on Sundays and Wednesdays. That's where we are now. Good morning, Pastor Swiri. Yes. Hey. Hey, I have been here since 2020. Can I ask if you're still gay? Guys, what kind of a question is that? Like me, I love marijuana and I love feminine. You know, marijuana is a feminine entity. But then if you smoke marijuana, just know you are engaging with a feminine entity. Marijuana is like pawpaw. Marijuana is a feminine plant. So me, I like women. You will come here 2020, I loved women. Right now in 2024, I love women. You come 2030, I will still be the same. I love women. Women is something I'm not going to stop loving anytime soon, my friend. My friend, I love women and beautiful men. So I just love, actually I don't love all women. I love beautiful women and beautiful men. So if you're beautiful, beauty is a feminine thing. So me, I love femininity. If you want me to love you, just be beautiful. Whether you're a man, you know, I'm a bird. I'm like a bird spirit. So have you seen male birds? Like birds, the aves. Have you ever seen male birds? Male birds are the prettiest things on the planet. And me, I am like a bird. I'm like a female bird. I love pretty, beautiful things. So somebody's asking me, I'm not really gay. You know, I'm not really gay. I just love gay. You know, I'm not really gay. I just love okay? Guys, because this LGBTQ thing is currently confusing people. I am a beauty sexual. I don't love ugly things. I'm not sexually attracted to ugly things. So don't call me gay. Call me beauty sexual. Call me beauty sexual. I'm sexually attracted to beauty. Full stop. Yes. I'm sexually attracted to beauty. I love you. Are you pregnant? I am only pregnant with my manifestation. I'm pregnant with manifestations. I'm always pregnant, okay? I am always pregnant. So I'm always manifesting. So expect to see babies coming out. Expect to see babies coming out. Femininity is everything. Yes, and that is my sexuality. I am sexually attracted to beauty. Guys, don't call me gay, oh. Don't call me gay, because there are women I'm not sexually attracted to. Don't call me gay. I'm not sexually attracted to ugly women who don't take care of themselves, who look like men. And I'm not sexually attracted to ugly men who look like men. I'm attracted to beautiful things that try to look beautiful. That's what's up. That's what's up. So always rectify that. Don't call me gay. Don't call me lesbian or whatever. I'm attracted to beauty. I'm a beauty sexual. If the white man has not yet put that on the dictionary, tell them to put it soon. There's a new sexuality in town. It is called beauty sexual. And that's my sexuality. That is my sexuality. I'm attracted to beautiful things. So guys, time is here. The time has started, and today I am going to, if you are a Catholic in my comment section, leave. You are going to get pissed off. If you are a Christian that doesn't know what Christianity means in my comment section, leave. Okay? You are not going to love what I'm going to talk about today. Today I am only talking about, you know, I'm going to abuse. You're going to call it abuse, but it is the truth. You know, truth sounds abusive to people who have been living a lie. When you tell someone who's living a lie the truth, they'll call you arrogant. They'll say that you are insulting them. So me, I am giving you, as a Catholic, I am giving you an opportunity to live this life right now before I start it, because you are going to be offended the moment I start this live. Yes, those commenting on my weight, me, I am growing my ass, okay? I am growing my ass. I want to have an ass. before I knew what ass represented, I was shrinking my ass. You know me, I'm Luo. You know Luos have ass. Luo women are asset women. So growing up, I had a very big ass as a teenager. As a teenager, I was very chubby with a very big ass. By the way, when I show you my ass looks like an apple. So I started shrinking this ass when I heard about the European standards. I wanted to look like the European beauty standards. And by the way, you shrink your body, you can shrink your body. You are the builder of your body. You can wake up and shrink your ass, you can wake up and shrink your boobs, you can shrink your shit. So, I started shrinking my ass because people were calling me fat because of my ass. And then after studying, you know, macro, the microbiota and macrobiota, realizing the reason why the pelvic area swells is because of giving enough room for manifestations. So the white man doesn't love women who manifest. The white man loves women who are docile. And therefore they've created a beauty standards for themselves because they have small dicks. I will just tell it as it is. White men, if you're a black man in this comment section and you don't know about white men have the smallest dicks on the planet. Me personally, I've been with white men. Okay, because you know in Luoland, growing up, white men are everywhere around our women. So even me, I have gotten into that level. But white men have small dicks. So they love women with small nyash because they want where they can penetrate easily. They like children type of women. And then we have the African men who are naturally built with huge mujulus. They are built with huge, you know what mujulus represent? Mujulus represent divine authority and rulership. That is what mujulus represent. So black men have very big mujulus. That is why they love women, they love their women curvy. A black man's mujulus cannot penetrate a child. They cannot, they will struggle. If you've ever seen I personally have seen black men with proper mujulus. That mujulus cannot penetrate a child. And so white men, because they became in control, they loved children-looking females. Females without a swelled pelvic area. You see your pelvic area? This is my pelvic area. Okay, this is my pelvic area. So, white men, they love this area shrinked. Because when it is big, when it is expanded, it shows. When you see a woman with big expanded pelvic area, just know that that is a manifester. Whatever they say comes to life. Whether they are plus size or whatever. If you see a woman with big mujulus, I will teach, my friend. I will teach you the way it is. I will teach you things the way they are so that you stop being ignorant. Okay, so in a world that is ruled by white men, they love children. That is why pedophilia is famous in this world today. They love children who do not have, they love women who do not have pubic hair. They love it when women are like children, easy to penetrate for them. And then we have our own black men. Okay, black men, they are not interested in children because even if they were to be interested in children, their dicks wouldn't penetrate. Their dicks are very big. So know what is going on in the world before you start now. Ask if everybody wants to make it on this particular planet. Everybody wants to make it. So if you put your head pointing to the bearing of the colonizer, as a woman you will start manifesting your body to look like a child's. You will want to look like a child. You will want to look like the high fashion models who literally their pelvic area doesn't swell. And they are the ones who do it like that. Guys, I can make my pelvic area to not swell. I did it. I've done it before. You can make your pelvic area to not swell. You can make your breast bigger. You are the one who is building your body. But then we build our body according to the societal standards. And the type of societal standards that we've had have been the ones that have been placed by the Europeans, the white men with small dicks, wanting women to look like children for them to penetrate easily. And speaking about this spiritually, when you are a woman who cannot manifest anything, you rely on a man. A man now is your independence. A man is the one that gives you everything. Women who are pro sprinkle, know that if you want to live like the Forbid movement, sprinkle, Forbid movement or whatever, know that you are number one. For you to participate in that movement, the number one thing that you must do is be financially independent. As a woman, don't speak about Forbid if you are still depending on finances from your father, from your brother, from your man. The Forbid movement is not for you. If you are somebody who you're still depending on men for man, the Forbid movement is for women like us. We don't depend on anyone for anything. So we can decide that, you know what, I don't fucking need you. I'm going to do this Forbid movement. The number one uniform for Forbid movement is you must be financially independent, my friend. So yeah, that was just, I wasn't coming to talk about that, but because you guys asked me, I'm talking about it. And right now, I am manifesting a body for my ancestors. One thing that, let me tell you, and this is just me giving my story before I start the sermon, which is here. When I used to manifest my body to look like a model, you know, I wanted to look like a model, skinny, whatever, like a child. Every time I would go home, my mama would have a problem with it. My mama would have a problem with it. But then me, I was manifesting a body that is of the societal standard. So when my mom would get angry at me for being so skinny, I would ask myself, why is she being so angry, and yet this body is the one that society likes? I had fracas with my mom until the point I reached. I said, I don't want to have problems with my mom anymore. My mom is part of my ancestry. So I'm going to ask my ancestors, give me the body that you guys would prefer I have. I'm not going to manifest my body according to the societal standards. I'm not going to manifest my body according to the white man's standard. I'm going to manifest my body according to my ancestral standards. And when I started doing that, voila, the calves are coming in. The boobs are getting bigger. Calves are coming in. Yes, and manifestations are coming in too. The manifestations are coming in too, guys. Right now with this body, I can see the difference. The way people treat me, I can see. Right now people see me as mother, queen mother. When I used to have that tiny body, people used to see me like as a little girl who doesn't have even, you know, strength to support. But right now, I'm mother, and I'm manifesting myself as mother. Black women are the mothers of this planet. So expect to see me seated in my glory as mother, as divine mother. But anyway, I hope the Catholics are out up to this point. I was talking so that the Catholics can live. The Catholics can live. First, guys, and let me tell you one thing again. As a woman, you must manifest your pelvic area. Face card does not manifest. A lot of people, the white man has lied to you that face card, if you have a face card, face card, especially does not work with black men. Black men don't give a fuck about face cards. And just not a black man, even black lesbians. We do not give a fuck about face cards. Like people who love women don't give a fuck about face cards. We give a fuck about your ability to manifest, because a woman is the manifester. A woman is the ovum. So you can come here with a face looking like who is the most beautiful woman on the planet. To me, the most beautiful woman on the planet is a lady called Jaxa Jueni on this particular platform. You can come with a face looking like Jaxa's, but if there is no ability to manifest, you're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. You're not going anywhere. So black women, stop shrinking your ass. Stop shrinking your ass as a black woman. Let your ass, because we shrink it. You might sit there and tell me that, oh, you know me, my ass doesn't grow because I come from, you shrink it by yourself, and you're shrinking it because of European societal standards. Eurocentric beauty standards is the reason why you are shrinking your ass to look slender. Looking like a child, like a girl who is 13 years old, is not the goal. That is the goal for pedophiles. That is the goal for pedophiles. Stop looking like 13-year-olds and start looking like a woman. You looking like a woman alone makes you an ovum. So there are things you will not even do. Right now, me guys, there are things I don't do on this planet. Me right now, when I go to the supermarket, I do my shopping and people help me out. Because, you know, when they look at me, they see ISIS. They see mother. Why? Because I'm manifesting that. I'm letting ISIS manifest on my body. So there are things I don't need to talk. I'm like an ovum. Wherever I go, spams are running left and right, trying to please the ovum. So as a woman, if you want what's best for you, manifest Isis, my friend. Isis is the figure 8. It is the cavalicious. You have to have feelings and you have to have ability to manifest. Feelings and ability to manifest are mandatory. Don't look like children. Only look like a child if you want a white man. White men have small mujulus. Small mujulus. If you see mujulus of white men, black men, you will be the proudest people on the planet. As a black man, if you are to see the mujulus of white men, and a lot of them don't stand. Out of the white men that I've been with, half of them, their mujulus cannot stand. And then the other half, mujulus Ivi. Children, mujulus. They've manifested their mujulus to look like the ones that were meant to penetrate children. That is why they have pedophiles all over. Anyway, let's start. Can we start? That's what it is, guys. As we are at the point where we have to say these things the way they are. We cannot tiptoe. We tiptoe until when? These are the things that our ancestors were killed for. We cannot tiptoe around these things. We have to say the truth. If you are a black woman who has ever dated a white man, come here and tell black men the truth. Tell black men the truth. It is the man, it is their money that we go for. Mujulus, akuna, nothing. Mujulus, nothing. Mujulus, nothing. If you are dating a broke white man, you are stupid. You don't know where life is going. Because now there's no mujulus, there's no money. What are you doing? Nonsense. Anyway, let's continue. It is what it is. And they know. You know this, they know. And a white man having a small mujulus is the reason we are here. This albedo diversion that was taken started from a white man having small mujulus. That is why we have this albedo problem. And black men are just seated there. Oh, why are our women choosing the white man? Why are our women choosing the white? Because you don't have money. Women love money. But then a combination of money and mujulus, that is heaven. Heaven, my friend, heaven. Now black men, they don't have money, but they have that big mujulus there, no money. Big mujulus, no money. White men, no mujulus, big money. Where are we they go now? Where are we going to go? As a woman, where are we going to go? That is why we are creating the 4B movement. Because now me, I don't want to be in a place where it's just money, no mujulus. And I don't want to be in a place where there's mujulus, no man. So now we got the 4B. We got the 4B movement. Now, I'd rather sit by myself. If you're not going to have divine authority and rulership plus finances to take care of me, I would rather be by myself or look for other women to have fun with as I wait for you to grow some medulla oblongata. If you don't grow it, I will give back to a daughter to wait for you. Oh, me, I will not wait. I will not wait for you. I will not get married to the bare minimum. I will not get married to the bare minimum. Anyway, let's continue. Erasing the Vatican. Catholics leave. This is going to piss you off. So first of all, and I'm going to, I always come with receipts. And guys, me when I talk to you, know that I read. I'm not coming here to spread some useless propaganda. I'm coming here to tell you the truth and to open your eyes. After you see the truth, know that in the kingdom of God, you are judged by the truth that you know. So if you don't want to know this truth, and you don't want to be judged by knowing this truth, leave. Leave. Now, let's start. Somebody is asking me, you basically describe prostitution. Prostitution is the very pillar of life. My friend, everyone is a prostitute. And we used to have a professor in the university who never hid this from us. That professor used to tell us, everybody is a prostitute, Professor Otieno. Everybody is a prostitute. Everybody's looking for ugali. Everybody's looking for a way to up themselves. And literally, even me, I am a prostitute, and I will tell you that for free. What will you do? Will you take me to jail? I am a prostitute. What do you have to exchange with me? Because I know I am a woman. I come with the ovum energy. What do you have to exchange? What do you have to exchange? If nothing, get the fuck out of my face. In fact, my rule, and my friends know, people who I'm close with, they know. I do not believe in having sex with a woman without giving her something. Even if it is lesbian type of sex. If you are in a lesbian relationship with a woman and you have money and the other woman doesn't have money, don't have sex with women for free. Even lesbians don't have sex with women for free. It's only men that want to have sex with women for free. Where everybody's a prostitute. We go to school because we are prostitutes. We are looking for an exchange. Everybody is prostituting. Whether it is knowledge prostitution, whether it is work prostitution, everybody's prostituting. So I will tell you that for free. I am a prostitute. I am. And people know, my friends. My friends know, the people I talk to here, I say it all the time. And my type of prostitution is knowledge prostitute. I will not fuck you if I have nothing to get from you. Never. No. Never. I will not go to bed with you if there is nothing I'm getting out of you. Never. 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 And if you are a woman, you want to give it for free. You know, women, a lot of women who think they are moral, you think that a dick penetrating you for free is better than a dick penetrating someone for money. Because medulla, logic. You are giving it out for free. The only women I expect to talk shit about prostitutes are women who have never had sex. If you are a woman who you've never opened your legs for a man, you are the one who should condemn prostitutes. But any woman having sex, my friend, you are being penetrated for free. Somebody's being penetrated for money. And then you want to come and tell us, what are you telling us? At the end of the day, both of you are being penetrated. It's just that one has gained something out of it. You've gained nothing. And then you want us all to gain nothing with you. My friends, wake up, wake up, wake up. Women who have their brains, I will never participate with you to gain nothing with you. Mimi, I don't open my legs for you if I have nothing to get out of you. I will tell you that for free. And people I've been with, they know. People I have been with, they know. And I am not embarrassed to say it. Kwani, what will you do to me? Utanipeleka wapi, my friend? Utanipeleka wapi? Hakuna. Anyway, let's start. This erasing the Vatican. I know I am already pissing you off. I will piss you off more as I go. The people who are getting pissed off, I will piss you off more. So you get out, guys, if you don't want to be pissed off. I don't want to piss you off and then you go talk shit about me. Just get out of here if you don't want to be pissed off. What we are talking about today is erasing the Vatican. And under the topic erasing the Vatican, I hope you guys can hear me properly. Under the topic erasing the Vatican, we have Labarum history and meaning. Labarum! Guys, if you don't know what Labarum is, Google that symbol, you will see it. It is everywhere in Catholic Church. It is spelled exactly the same way I am saying it. After Labarum, we are going to be talking about the Catholic history of cannibalism. The Catholic history of cannibalism. After the Catholic history of cannibalism, we are going to be talking about the Catholics' cathode and anodes. Plugs. The Catholic anode and cathode plugs in Africa. Catholic comes from the word cathode. Guys, if you did physics or chemistry, you know the cathode and anodes. Catholic comes from the word cathode. They know they are plugs. But let's continue. You will get what I'm talking about as we go. Now, Labarum history and meaning. Every generation has their own Christ. Listen to me properly, guys. We are past all that I've talked about in the beginning. Put it aside now. Listen to me properly right now. Every generation has their own Christ. Every tribe has their own Christ. Every indigenous group has their own Christ. Every bloodline, every lineage has their own version of Christ. Just me saying that, I want you to marinate on that. This thing of Christians telling you that we are waiting for one God, that Europeans are waiting for the same Christ, that Africans are waiting for, you will wait for the rest of your life. It will never come. On this particular planet, we are divided into patterns that form tribes. These tribes are the ones that are called indigenous groups. Every indigenous group, like the indigenous Americans, the indigenous Australians, the indigenous Africans, everybody has their own Christ. Now, what is Christ? This word Christ is what you need to know, okay? This word Christ, what you need to know before you know anything else. Now, Christ, what does the word Christ mean? What does the word Christ mean? Christ comes from the word chai. I talk about this all the time, my friends. People who follow me, you know what chai is. Kai. It is written C-H-I. Nigerians in the comment section, you know it properly. You know what chai is. Christ means chai. Now, Christ comes from the word chai. Chai energy was the original life force that ran the world years before the word Christ was even invented. Don't put raw first. Nani, shoot the G. Relax, let's go slowly by slowly. Don't put raw first, let's go with chai first. Chai is life force, and this chai is what Africans call chai. Now, Africans are very intelligent people. Africans lived by the rules of Ubuntu. Everything about them, they metaphorized it. They had a metaphoric representation of everything. In English, high school English, you would call it personification. Personification. Africans are the biggest personificators. They would personify their deities. Africans are people who personified their philosophies. And so chai, which is tea, taste and energy admitted. Chai is the life force. This is the representation of the life force in Africa. It is where the word China comes from. Chai. Chinese people use the chai force more than anyone on this particular planet. When you go to Nigeria, we have that word as well. So even the Arabs, they know chai. Chai is known by everyone. Chai is known by everyone. Now, what is chai? In Kiswahili or in Arab, you will call it C-H-A-I. While in physics, you call it C-H-I. It is the life force that we share. It is the life force. It is gossip. It is the news. News is what makes the world go round. It is gossip that makes the world go round. It is gossip that teaches. It is news that teaches the collective lessons. It is news and gossip that makes the collective to come together and discuss issues and learn and then move forward. So you must respect gossip. Where 2 or 3 are gathered, I am there. Gossip chai. Now I'll continue. Before the word Christ was even invented, Cairo was the original pagan symbol that Greeks used to represent their cannibalism religion. Now remember, we have chai, okay? Chai in itself was the representation of Ethiopian Christianity. Okay, chai in itself was the original representation of Christianity in Ethiopia. Africans, you always hear, Africans were first Christians. Christianity was found in Ethiopia before it went everywhere else. But do you know the difference between Ethiopian Christianity and Greek Christianity? I'm going to tell you. Now, original the Cairo symbol I'm going to show you. I want you to, like, literally this one, explaining this, I'm going to explain it very slowly Because I want you to get the difference between when you talk about Ethiopian Christianity and Greek Roman Christianity, the Vatican Christianity. I want you to know the difference from today. I want you to know the difference from today. And people who are commenting on the comment section, my thing is, what happens when a woman already has... Now, where are you, you know? Is it that I am in front? Or why is this person texting right now about something that I had talked about how many minutes ago? Guys, are we together in the comment section? I don't like to move alone. Are we together in the comment section? Because now somebody's taking me far away from where I have come from. And I'm like, where are you coming from? Like, how are you loading? How are you loading? Something that I talked about 10 minutes ago is when you want to talk about it right now. How are you? Yes, we are together. Good. I want to be with the people I'm together with, my friend. I don't want distractions. Get thee behind me, Satan. Get thee behind me. Get thee behind me. Now, this is the This is the Cairo representation. Now, I want you to see. This is what Cairo looks like. It is a P with an X. A P with an X. A P with an X. I want you to notice. In ancient Africa or in ancient Ethiopia, the symbol of Christianity was this, X. This was the symbol of Christianity in ancient Ethiopia, but the Greeks came in and they put P in the middle. The Greeks came in and put P. So Ethiopia, ancient Ethiopian Christianity, we had X, Chi alone, and then the Greeks came and did this. The Greeks came and did this. Why? That is what I am here to explain today. That is what I am here to explain today. So that you see the lie for what it truly is. After seeing that Kai, and by the way, people who don't know, this Kai symbol is the one that it is the one that is present in the robes that Catholics wear. See that robe? You see that robe? Today I have a reflection because it is during the day. But can you see? Can you see that symbol over there? These robes that they wear, they have these on them. Can you see it? They have it. They have it on them, and it is because the ritual that they are doing every day with the people, they must wear these things in order. You know, when you see this stole. The stole that Catholics usually wear. You see the symbol? You see the symbol? You see the symbol? It is X and P. Okay? So, guys, I want you to listen and know the difference. I want you to listen and know the difference. I want you to listen and know the difference now. The Cairo, that symbol that I've just shown you, is still the symbol that Catholic priests wear today to represent the cannibalism origins of their religion from Greek, then Rome, then now Opus Dei, the Vatican. Okay? That is what they are. Original Chi was represented by X only. Original Chi was represented by the letter X only. Where do you see the letter X? X chromosome. That is the letter of the woman. The letter of the woman was the X chromosome, and Ethiopian Christianity was represented by the Chi only. It did not have a P in the middle. What does the X chromosome represent? I want you to listen carefully. Original Chi was represented by X, as of X chromosome representing mitochondrial energy that all children of the planet inherit from their maternal parents. I always tell you that legacy is maternal. Guys, don't trash. P does not stand for patriarch. Just listen to me carefully. I'm going to tell you what P stands for. But just listen to me carefully. Let's continue. You see the path that I am following. Don't trash. Don't trash. Now, the original Chi was represented by X, as of X chromosome representing the mitochondrial energy that all children of the world inherit from their maternal parent. Chi was X, and X was the life force fire sign. Now, when we tell you that legacy is maternal, I always say here, legacy is not paternal. You are not supposed to inherit your father's name. You are supposed to inherit your mother's name. Why? Because it is only women that give the offspring's mitochondrial DNA. Mitochondrial DNA is the one that is attached to the X chromosome. This mitochondrial DNA is the one, it is the life force. It is the one that makes you active. It is the one that makes you active. Fathers don't give offsprings mitochondrial DNA. Fathers do not give offsprings mitochondrial DNA. Mitochondrial DNA is only gotten from mothers. It is that creative energy. Energy to create something and bring it into this particular world. That energy, it is the Kai energy, it is the News energy. It is the X energy. The X energy is the one that we all get. You get it, even if you are a man, you get it from your mother. That X that you have, you know, when you're a man, you have XY chromosome. That X that you have, it is the mitochondrial energy that you get from your maternal legacy. Women, you have it twice. You have it 2 times. Men, you have it once, 1 time. Listen to me carefully. Now, after knowing that, I want you to listen to what the Greeks did. It is the X. It is the X symbol, which is the Kai energy that makes the world go around. And it comes from mother, always. It comes from mother, always. Don't disrespect your mother. She's the one giving you the mitochondrial energy, the mitochondrial DNA, the mitochondrial energy. Mitochondria is energy. Mitochondria is the one that produces energy that runs your body. So therefore that X is the representation of Kai. The Greeks found Ethiopian Christianity, whose symbol was represented by X, only to mean Chai, true Christ, from Mother Isis. When the Greeks came to Africa, guys, go back to the interactions of the Greeks and the Africans. The Greeks, they came to Africa to study. Socrates studied in Africa. How do we call them? Hermes, Hesiod, Pythagoras, Pleo, or whatever. They will have funny names. All these people studied in Africa. They came to Africa to study from the African woman, my friend. Study from the African woman. The woman gave the man the apple, the fruit of knowledge, the knowledge. They came to Africa and studied from the African woman. And they realized that in ancient Ethiopia, remember the kingdom of Kush was around Ethiopia, around Somalia, there, around Sudan, there. Now they came from the woman, they found that in Ethiopian Christianity, we had the Kai Christianity that did not have a P in the middle. Now this Kai meant mitochondrial energy from mother. It meant news. It meant gossip, true gossip by the people. It meant collective ojas, collective life force from Mother Isis. Know who Mother Isis is? Throw away Mother Mary. Guys, Mary is not anybody's mother, my friend. Mary is the mother of Europeans. If you want to know who everybody's mother is, Isis is everybody's mother. And it is Isis. This Eve gene, they call it the Eve gene. The Isis gene is the one that controls all the women on this particular planet that live for the good of all. Now the Greeks changed the Kai symbol X, which meant Christ, in its purest form and introduced Cairo, which they called Labarum. Cairo that they called Labarum. Now that is the symbol that I've been showing you. The Greeks, they found African Christianity was running on Chai, and then they introduced Cairo. This is Kai, this is Cairo. So P is raw. What is raw? In order to create Labarum, the Greeks took African Kai symbol of communal life force and added raw, which was an ancient Greek violent, forceful, and military trade symbol. I want you to listen carefully. Cairo Ro. Remember, Kai is African. Ro. This is how Ro is written. I want you guys to know what I'm talking about. And its symbol is P. This is how Ro is written. R-H-O and its symbol is P. R-H-O and its symbol is P. What does Ro mean? What does Ro mean? Ro was an ancient Greek violent, forceful, and military trade symbol, and together Cairo became the Greek symbol for religion. Together Cairo became the Greek symbol for religion. Now, I want you to listen carefully. Cairo of the Greeks translated directly to human life force for sale. Remember, Ethiopian Christianity was represented by the X only, which meant life force. Life force. And then the Greeks added Ro, which was a military, forceful trade symbol. So together, Cairo means life force for sale. Collective life force for sale. Now, forming their Labarum. Now, that is what Labarum stands for. Cairo of the Greeks translated directly to human life force for sale, forming Labarum symbol that Catholic priests still wear to date. Ancient Ethiopian Christianity was represented only by Chai. Ancient Greeks took the Ethiopian Chai, added their military symbol Ro to create Cairo that created the global business of draining the collective energy with consent. Do you know what the consent is? It is with consent. You cannot sue them because you agree. As a Catholic, you are agreeing. With consent of as long as you eat the body of Christ and drink the blood, his blood, you are participating in upholding the Cairo ritual. As long as you drink the body of Christ, as long as you're drinking the blood of Christ and you're eating the body of Christ, you are allowing the Greeks to perpetuate their Cairo ritual. Catholics do it every day. There is no church in the world that eats the body of Christ and drinks the blood of Christ like more than Catholics. Catholics do it every Sunday. Anglicans, maybe they do it once in a while. There are certain churches, they do it once in a while, of which they don't know what they're doing. But Catholics do it every day. Every single day. Every time they are converted, they eat the body, drink the blood. Every day. Every day they eat it. Even in funerals, yes, they do. And that is the reason why their priests have the Cairo symbol on their robe. On the steel, you know that thing they wear on their necks is called stole. Stole. They know they are stealing energy. Google it. You know, some of you think I'm speaking here from my head. Google that shit, bro. Google that shit. You will that thing that the Catholics they wear on their necks. It's called stole. From the word steal. They don't hide anything from you. Because, you know, on the planet, as long as you're hiding, you are not allowed to do anything without consent. But as long as people are giving you their consent, you are allowed to even eat them alive. You are allowed to even eat them alive. Are we together, guys? Are we together? Something is happening here. I need to know. I want to show you something and I can't find it. Sometimes it's weird. Bet, let me go here. Send. I'll find it still. Yep. Are we together, guys? Are we together? 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 This is the reason. This is the Labarum symbol. The Labarum symbol. You see it here? This is the Labarum symbol, and you will always see it with the Catholic and even white people. They make tattoos of this because they know. They even create tattoos of it in order to help perpetuate it even more. Today, let me see. You see it? You see it? This thing is called stole. This thing that Catholics wear on their necks, it is called stole. And you see the symbol? You see the symbol? You see the symbol? Let me. Good. You see the symbol? When you are in Catholic, just look at what they wear. They wear a lot of, they don't hide it from you. It's just that they know that as long as you are ignorant, you will not know. They know that as long as you are ignorant, you will not know what is going on. But that is what goes on. Now, I will continue. I will continue. Or yes, we are together. I will continue. Now, ancient Greeks took the Ethiopian child. Ethiopian was just maternal. Christianity in Ethiopia was just mother, Isis mother, Isis mother, Isis mother, X chromosome, X chromosome, X chromosome, X chromosome. Kyphos, life energy, collective orders, collective money, currency, collective currency. That was what Ethiopia was all about. Ethiopian Christianity was all about. You can Google it, by the way, if you don't believe me. Now, Greeks, they come in and they add letter P in the middle to mean we are here by force and we're going to take your money by force. We are going to take your money by force. That is what that P means. It's a military trade symbol that the Greeks used to walk around with. If you saw P with them, you would know death has come. You would know death has come. Death has come. Force has come. Your house is going to be taken from you by force. Your land is going to be taken from you by force. Why? Because they have guns. Because they have guns. Look at its origin. The Roman Empire, constant, whatever came later. Look at the origin of that word, the Christos. Anyway, let's continue. Now, ancient Greeks took Ethiopian chai, added their military symbol Rho to create Cairo, that created the global business of draining the collective energy. How is this business draining the collective energy? We don't want to talk about propaganda here. I'm going to tell you exactly how they drain the collective energy, because without you seeing exactly how it's happening, you might think this is just propaganda. Okay? So eating the body and drinking the blood of Christ. Christ is chai. Okay? That eating the body and drinking the blood of Christ. Christ is collective consciousness. This is the collective orders. Is equivalent to spiritually consuming the life force of the collective. It is equivalent to spiritually consuming the life force of the collective. Now, cathedrals come from the physics word cathode. Cathode and anode, cathode and anode, cathode and anode. Let me show you what cathode and anode look like. You know, I like to bring receipts. Those who did not do physics, this is today I am introducing you to the cathode and anode philosophy. This is what the cathode and anode philosophies look like. I don't know whether I should, you know, this is it. Guys, you must know that in the world, we have a lot that is going on, and I have a window here. So, I don't know whether you guys will be able to see it. Let me turn this thing here. So that you guys are all able to see it. Can you see this? Cathode and anodes. Can you see the cathode and anodes? Cathode and anodes. Can you see the cathodes and anodes concept? Can you see the cathode and anode concept? Can you see the cathode and anode concept? I want you to see it because this is the system of creating light from battery. Can you see the anode and cathode systems, the positive and negative? How it is plugged both. Now, after you've seen the cathode and anode system, I want you to listen. Cathedral comes from the word cathode. Okay, today I'm just going to move my camera, whatever. Now, cathedral comes from the physics word cathode and anode. That's the philosophy of it. The Romans, in a bid to expand their pagan empire, left to them by the Greeks. Remember, Roman is the camouflaged version of the Greeks. Now, Romans, in a bid to expand their pagan empire, left to them by the Greeks, they built cathedrals everywhere in the world as their cathode plugging bases. All cathedrals you see in the world know that those are plugs, guys. Do I have a plug here to show you? Yes, I do. I have cathode here. Yo, listen. This is the plug. Okay, this is an example of a plug. When you look at it physically like this, you see it has three plugging points. Listen to me. If you're not comprehending where I'm going with this, just stay with me. You're going to see it. You're going to see it. Now, this is a plug, okay? This is how they plug in each and every country, every cathedral. Every cathedral you see on this particular planet, know that it is a plug. It is a plug. How? I'm going to explain to you exactly how. Now, the Romans, in an bid to expand their pagan empire, left to them by the Greeks, they built cathedrals everywhere in the world. They built cathedrals everywhere in the world as their cathode plugging points and cathode plugging bases. Now, cathodes and anode plugs in community is a philosophy that was used even by the ancient Kemet. However, it can be used positively or negatively. I want you to listen properly. Listen to me properly so that you get what I'm trying to say. When you get into the cathedral when you got into the cathedral in ancient Africa, the money and goods that were collected after every sermon was used to give back to the same community that contributed it, which was made up of the 12 tribes of Israel, as portrayed by Jesus and the 12 disciples. Now, this is the true, if you want to know the true way, the healthy way of plugging. Now, listen, look at this. Look at this. Everybody has seen this picture. Let me put it properly. Today, I am putting it properly. Everybody has seen this picture. Jesus and the 12 disciples. This is a metaphoric photo. This photo was not even white people in the beginning. It was black people. History was whitewashed. Now, when you look at this, I want you to look at the doors at the back. The doors at the back. The doors at the back. Pay attention to the doors at the back. We have number 1, 2, 3. Those are the plugs. Those are the plugs. This is plug. Now, this 1, 2, 3 is the plug. Stop shouting. This is my phone. You can reduce your volume back or get the fuck away from here. Back or reduce your volume or go cry to your mother. Now, let's continue. This, when you look at, this is a very famous photo. This is a very famous photo, okay? This photo has symbolism here. This photo is representing Jesus and the 12 disciples. The original meaning of this photo was Jesus and the 12 tribes of Judah. Jesus and the 12 tribes of Judah sharing the collective meal, the collective orders that the church has collected. The people, they come and they plug. They bring in their wealth. They bring in their tithe. They bring in their money. They bring in their offering. And then that offering was shared among Jesus and the 12 tribes of Judah. This is what this photo means. Now, maybe let me show you it to you in black and white. Have you ever seen this photo? Have you ever seen this photo? From today, I want you to know that if you ever see this photo, pay attention to the door. 1, 2, 3. 1, 2, 3. In ancient Kemet, these images were not white people. These images were not albedo people. These images were black people. And this was a representation of Jesus and the 12 tribes of Israel sharing what the church has collected and accumulated. That was the work of the cathedral in ancient Africa. You were to remove money, guys. In ancient Africa, you were to collect money, and that money was to be divided among the 12 tribes of Judah, among the community that collected that money. Now, this is what the Greeks came in with. The Greeks, the Roman, and the Catholic. Now, look. Look at the doors, the plugs. The doors are still 1, 2, 3. All Catholic cathedrals are built with this particular secret. All Catholic cathedrals are built with this particular secret. Look at the door. Look at all their cathedrals. Look at all their cathedrals. Look at all Catholic cathedrals. You will find that they've built it following that Last Supper image of Jesus and the 12 disciples. Now, why? The 3-doorway system represents the plugs. Now, what is the difference? Listen to me. When you get into the cathedral in ancient Africa, the money and the goods that were collected after every sermon was used to give back to the same community that contributed it, which were the 12 tribes of Judah. If you follow me, you know about the 12 tribes. You know about the 12 levels of energy. You know about the 12 parts of the body. You know about the 12 tribes of the body. They're still asking me if I'm a robot. TikTok, get with the line there. TikTok, every day you will ask me here if I'm a robot. Anyway, listen, guys. I hope you're comprehending what I'm saying. I hope you're comprehending what I'm saying. You know the 12 tribes of Judah. You know the 12 tribes of the zodiac sign. You know the 12 parts of the body. We teach that every day here. Now, the church was created. The cathedral is created in a way that after all the 12 tribes have collected the wealth in the church, in the dero, this wealth is supposed to be distributed evenly among the 13th, which was Jesus now, the one in lead, plus the 12 tribes of Judah. All of them are supposed to share in the wealth that is accumulated at the cathedral. But guess what the Greeks did? In modern day Catholic cathedral, all the life force collected in church, all the wealth collected in church, all the money collected in church, all the offerings collected in church is sold. A lot of Catholics, they sell them, and then the money, the monetary, the finances is shipped straight into the Vatican. All the money is shipped straight into the Vatican to feed the demonic celebrities. Guys, remember the Vatican is the one that organizes Hollywood events. If you've read books like The Last Templar, you will realize that it is the Vatican that gives permission for movies to be created. It is the Vatican that organizes the Hollywood events that they go with a lot of glamour. It is the Vatican that gives the reward, the awards. You hear somebody has won the award of what? Award of what? Award of what? It is the Vatican doing that, organizing that. And what money are they using to organize that? The money that has been collected from all cathedrals in the world. The money that has been collected from all cathedrals in the world. Go read a book that is called The Last Templar. You will see the relationship between Hollywood and the Vatican. It is Hollywood, it is the Vatican that organizes events of Hollywood. It is the Vatican that gives Hollywood permission on what to do and what not to do. It is the Vatican that gives Hollywood the prizes, the awards, the Nobel Peace Prizes, the laureates, all of it. The Vatican is the one in charge. And how are they doing it? They collect money from world, and that money is enough for them to run their show. Listen, in modern day Catholic cathedral, all the life forces collected in church, all the wealth collected in church is shipped straight to the Vatican. See the difference between Catholic and Ethiopian Christianity. In Ethiopian Christianity, all the wealth that was being collected by the cathedral was being distributed among the 12 tribes of Judah. It was the people that were being uplifted by the chai, by the life force that they collect. But then, coming of the Greeks, the Romans, and the Vatican, Opus Dei, today all the money that is collected from the cathedrals is taken straight into the Vatican. Now, in modern day Catholic cathedral, all the life force collected in the church is shipped straight to the Vatican to feed the demonic celebrities, because it is the Vatican that controls Europe and organizes celebrity events according to books like The Last Templar. Read, guys, read. The truth is not hidden. The truth is in plain sight. But the reason why you cannot see the truth is because your eyes has been, this is the truth, this is the illusion. Now, instead of you looking at the truth, your eyes has been diverted to look at illusion. So instead of looking there, you're looking here. Instead of looking here, you're looking here. All of it is there. They don't hide it. Because the rule of this planet is, for anything to work, permission must be given by God. For any witchcraft to work, permission must be given by God. For any establishment to stand, permission must be given by God. Who is God? God is the people. The people is God. The people is God, and as long as the people agree, as long as the people are going to church every Sunday, eating the body and drinking the blood, they are giving permission. They are giving permission. They are giving permission, whether they don't know what permission what they're giving their permission to, they're giving permission. And no Catholics. Catholics know there was a time our ancestors were being killed for not being Catholic. Right now it's just easy for them because we come from a descendants who don't know what happened here. A lot of the descendants here don't know what happened here. But let me tell you, there was a time in history where you were either Catholic or dead. You either supported the Vatican or dead, and that is where the P comes from. P was military. The P was military by the Greeks. You become a Catholic or you're dead. That is how a lot of you are holding on to Catholic as if it is your mother. And yet you don't know there is an ancestor of yours that had to disown themselves and deny themselves in tears in order for them to be converted into Catholic. Forcefully, the Roman Catholic Church does not beg you. Like the reason, maybe if I'm starting my church today, I will tell you, come or don't come, I don't care. But the Vatican was formed in a way that they would tell you, come or die. Come or die. That was how the Vatican was made. Know the history of the Vatican. Know the history of the Vatican. Now, the Vatican collects money from all its cathedrals, and it is these monies they use to run the world. It is these monies that they use to make the entire world asleep. It is these monies that they use to give to the demonic entities so that those demonic entities can influence the world. Remember in Hollywood, there's certain lyrics you are not even allowed. Your music will not be put out if it doesn't have certain lyrics. They know the level of frequency that they want to keep people in. So if you're a great musician and you take your thing, or if you're a great movie writer and you take your work to the Vatican, to Hollywood, Hollywood is the Vatican. You take your work to the Vatican, they will deny you depending on whether is your work going to awaken the collective or make them more asleep. If your work is going to make the collective more asleep, they will sponsor everything. They will sponsor your production. They will sponsor your tours. They will sponsor your props. They will sponsor the actresses and the actors that will do your work. They will sponsor everything. As long as your work is going to make the collective low vibrational. In Hollywood, if your work is going to make the collective high vibrational, they will not sponsor anything. They will tell you, go fuck yourself. Go create it by yourself. Go look for your own actresses. Go look for your own audience. But as long as we have Netflix, as long as we have all these streaming shows, the only people we are allowing to showcase their works are the ones who are going to make sure that the public is low vibrational so that the Vatican can continue thriving. And then you wonder, why is it that nowadays movies just don't hit? Why is it that there are no African stories in the movies? Why is it that we don't have African saints in the movies? Why? Because if they dare put African stories in the movies, the world will wake up. In a jiffy, in a snap of a finger. So they'd rather turn, even the African stories now, they'd rather turn them white. The African stories, they'd rather turn them upside down. You will bring them your work and then they'll tell you, let's turn it upside down like this. Let's put white people. Let's make it look like it was white people who did it. And then showcase it to people. So that when Africans see it, they marvel at the whites. They marvel at how Europeans are the best people on the planet. They marvel at how Europeans are the most civilized people on the planet. And then you go to Europe. Europeans don't even look like the people in the movies. A lot of them are very ugly. Don't even look like the people in the movies. But then when you watch the movies, you will think that Europe is heaven. Why? To keep you low vibrational. To keep you wanting to go to hell. To keep you wanting to go to hell. Now, the Vatican origin of cannibalism, you might ask, why was it like this? There was a point in this particular planet that was called Ice Age. Ice Age. This is where the history of Catholic cannibalism comes from. Ice Age. And Catholics know that there are hierarchies in Catholic Church. As you guys are busy eating the body of Christ and drinking the blood of Christ here in form of bread, a small bread and some wine, know that at the very top they are eating true bodies and drinking true bloods. Guys, you are just Yawadikode, you're just the bandwagon. You are just people who you are helping the ritual to come to life by doing it metaphorically. But know that at the very end, at the very top of Catholic Church, they are eating the true bodies and drinking true blood even up to today. And that is why in Catholic Church, your sermons, you don't come up with them. In Catholic Church, the sermon that is being narrated in the Vatican is the same one that is being narrated in Kisumu. The same sermon that is being narrated in the Vatican in the Catholic Church is the same sermon that is being narrated in El Salvador. The same sermon that is being narrated in the Vatican is the same sermon that is being narrated in the Philippines. That's how the Catholics, they run. You know, other churches, they'll come with their own. For example, in Anglican, they will come and say that today we are preaching the verse from, Genesis chapter what and what. In Catholic, what is being done at the Vatican is what is being done everywhere in the world at the same time. And so, in Catholic, while the small Catholics, the ones that are small at the bottom of the pyramid, while they are in church eating the body and drinking the blood, thinking that it is symbolism, the ones at the top are eating true bodies and drinking true bloods. And what is this bodies and bloods? And where does this culture come from? In ancient Europe, during the Ice Age, it was tough. It was hard. The Europeans are the prodigal sons who ran away from the Garden of Eden, ran away from Africa. Africa, which had all the wealth in the world, ran away because they did not want to do the work. Let's just say the truth of who Europeans are, of who the albedos are. These people come from ancestry who did not want to do the work. In ancient Africa, you had to do the work to ascend. Ascension was a must, and the period of the wilderness was a must. When you are ascending, you know you must go through the period of the wilderness. The period of the wilderness is what makes you who you are, the shadow work. The Europeans did not want to do the shadow work that was being done in ancient Africa. So what do? They run away. They run away into the jungle, into the ice age. They start to suffer there. Suffering during the ice age. Winter, it is snow everywhere. Nothing grows. Nothing grows, no electricity, no food. What do? Violence. Violence is what follows frustration. Violence to start forming groups to protect each other. While they're forming groups to protect each other, they are killing each other. And in this process of killing each other, because of lack of food, they eat each other as well. They were eating each other because they did not have agriculture. They did not have, in the snow, nothing grows. In the ice, nothing grows. So because of this struggle in the snow, they started eating each other. And people would sacrifice themselves. Jesus died for you. It comes from European cannibalism, of me saying that, oh, I will not let you guys go hungry. Today I'm sacrificing myself to be eaten. Jesus died for you. Jesus died for you. I am sacrificing myself to be eaten. Today I am sacrificing myself to be eaten. And if it reaches a point where nobody wants to sacrifice themselves to be eaten, they vote. Somebody has to be eaten. Somebody has to be eaten because there is no agriculture for us to get food. There's nowhere else we're going to get food. Somebody has to be eaten. And this process is what made the Europeans to be very equipped in violence. These people became very equipped in violence because they come from a history of survival. It was survival for the fittest. So they had to look for things to kill other human beings in order for them to survive. And guess what? It is through this process that they find themselves in Africa. They find themselves in Africa. Read, guys, you will see the type of text that Europeans were writing after they came into contact with Africa. They were shocked. They were shocked. When you find those texts, read them, you will find them describing, oh my God, these are a people I have never seen. With an order I have never seen. Are people thriving in the Garden of Eden? Food is too much that nobody goes hungry. Nobody is homeless. And it is the women running the show they had never seen. They had never seen. And so they come in, Africans being empathetic individuals as usual, welcoming all. Mgeni njoo mwenyeji apone. Mgeni njoo mwenyeji apone. Mgeni njoo mwenyeji apone. Africans love visitors. Because according to our ancestors, visitors are a blessing. The Greeks from the Ice Age come to Africa. Of course, received. The prodigal son has returned. The prodigal son has returned. But guess what? That was the devil. That was the devil. The prodigal son returns. The woman, the African woman, gives them the tree of knowledge, access to the tree of knowledge. The African woman accepts Socrates. You hear people like Socrates. You hear people like Plato. You hear people like the Pythagoras, who is the father of Pythagoras' theorem. You know a lot of Greek philosophers. You think they are the one who invented everything. No, they came to Africa, spent years in Africa studying the African knowledge from the women of Africa. Because it was the women of Africa that were custodians of the law, custodians of the seeds, custodians of the knowledge. They learn all this, reaches a point where they are now like, oh, we've learned it all, we've learned it all. But still, it favors them. It favors them as the cradle of civilization. It still favors them as the builders of everything. But they don't have guns. They don't have things that if we were to attack them the way we are attacking each other over there, we will finish them. And then we will be the ones in charge now. Let us attack them the way we were attacking each other in the snow. And guess what? That is where we are up to today. The repercussions of that is what we are dealing with up to today. And still, the Greeks, the Romans, the Vatican, they managed to make everybody like them. Now that is what we are doing today. That is where we are today, guys. And then you find people like me trying to move us away from this shit. And we will manage. Aren't we managing? Aren't we managing? We are going to manage to take us away from this particular dungeon that Africans are in. This dungeon, Africans are in it because they don't know where it is coming from. But guess what? We are moving away from it. We are moving away from it. Know that the beginning of colonization was a mother and a child. The prodigal son. The white man went and blew up the whole world because he felt inferior. The white man, the albedo, wants to destroy the whole world because they're like, if the black woman built all this, I'd rather destroy it and not exist. I'd rather destroy myself and destroy everything that the black woman built rather than live in it, because I cannot be led by a woman. And that is where even the European beauty standards come from. Their beauty standards are against the black woman. They want women who have no nyash, women who cannot manifest. They want children, women who are like children. Those are the ones who their small dicks can control. Because they know a woman who has nyash, a woman who has the spirit of Isis within her. A white man cannot. They cannot even move close to you. You hear that, oh, the white man, they don't like Bantus. They don't like Bantus. It's not because Bantus are ugly. It is because Bantus are the embodiment of Isis mother. The white men, they love the Nilots. The Nilotic women. Their writings are always on the walls. They love the Nilotic women because those are the ones that come from masculine origins. They hate Isis. They hate Isis. They had to replace Isis with Mary. They hate Isis. They had to replace Isis with Mary. And the Israel, right now, Israel, they even have an organization called ISIS. That's how much they hate the African woman spirit. They have an organization called ISIS, and this organization, they use it to destroy the world. And yet Isis, the true Isis, the mother of Horus, the wife to Osiris, was the protector of children and women. Right now, children and women are the most vulnerable because the spirit of Isis is being choked by the white man. Albedo is choking the Isis spirit. And as women of Africa, we must awaken the Isis spirit by force, because it is only the Isis spirit that can protect children and mothers. It is only the Isis spirit that can protect children and mothers. As long as the Isis spirit is being choked, is being killed, children and mothers will always be in danger. Know who you are, guys. Anyway, send gifts, guys. Send gift. Some I forget to ask. And I know you guys also forget to send. So send. Oh, Luchi, thank you so much. Nancy, thank you so much. Yes, we have to decolonize Christianity and awaken the Isis mother. The Isis mother must come back to life. Oshun. Intuition. That is what Isis is about. Darkness. Divine feminine. The dark feminine energy. And when Isis is dead, when Isis is suppressed, children suffer the most and women suffer the most. When Isis is suppressed, children suffer. Mary cannot protect anyone, guys. Mary is not a deity. Mary is this. Let me tell you what happens. This is Isis. This is Mary. Mary is the mother of the white man. Isis is the mother of humanity. Mary has zero power. Mary only has this crown because the white man decided to give it to her. And Mary is an illusion. Mary has no power. Mary has no power. The one with power is Isis. Isis mothers everyone, be it black or white. Isis is the protector of all children, be it black or white. Look at it. The writings are always on the walls. Look at the world right now. Which people are suffering the most because of the discord we have? Children and women. Why? Because Isis is being choked. So with that, our sermon comes to an end. With that, our sermon comes to an end. Go think about it. And as a woman, a black woman, know that you are the embodiment of Isis. You must respect yourself. You must wake up and know that you are not a victim of any circumstance. You must stand up as the Isis spirit and take your power back so that you are able to protect the children and the women on this particular planet. Once children and the women are protected, everybody is safe. Once children and the women are protected, everybody is safe. Yes. So that is what I had for you today, guys. Thank you guys so much. Sunny, thank you so much. Guys, if you have gifts in the comment section, some people are asking me, how do you remove sadaka or offer it? Sadaka is through gifting like this. But if you have money that cannot buy gifts, then I can put my number for people who want to send to my M-Pesa. So, why was Ethiopia never colonized? You wouldn't say that Ethiopia wasn't colonized. Ethiopia was just left for the Italians to take everything, to siphon everything. If you want to see Ethiopian history, go to Italy. If you want to see what Ethiopia would have looked like, go to Italy. Italians took everything from Ethiopia. Everything. They say Ethiopia was never colonized. That was just, it's hogwash. Italians took everything from Ethiopia at the end of the day. So guys, how to wake up ISIS. Guys, they become divine. Become the divine feminine. Start acting like the ovum. Guys, if you want to become ISIS, go and watch the process of fertilization. Go and watch the process of fertilization after sexual intercourse. See how the ovum behaves. The ovums just sit there, sending chemical attractants to the sperm it wants. A lot of people think that the sperms, when the man ejaculates, the sperms just go, and the best sperm we know. When the man ejaculates, even before the man ejaculates, the woman is already sending intuitive attractants. Those are the chemical attractants that is picking the best sperm in him. So by the time he is ejaculating, the best sperm already knows itself. The best sperm has already been supported by the ovum. The ovum is sending it intuitive signals telling it, you are the one I want, you are the one I want, you are the one I want, you are the one. And it wins. And in this point where the ovum is telling him, you are the one I want, you are the one I want, there are other entities that are trying to prevent it. No, you cannot. You cannot go just the same way as when we are living our lives. Before you get to the best version of yourself, there are so many distractions and so many wars that you will fight. The same way the sperm fights a lot of wars before it gets to the ovum. Even if you are chosen, the period of the wilderness is a must. And that period of the wilderness, you see it even with the sperm. The sperm running to fertilize the ovum. It goes through the period of the wilderness until it reaches a point where now it is entering the ovum. That is the journey of life for everyone. Every period, every destiny has a period of the wilderness. But the white man wants to walk in the park. White man wants a path that is a cup of tea. A path that does not involve them struggling or anything. So that is why they've made everybody their servant. The white man is sitting on his throne, does not want to struggle, does not want to go through the period of the wilderness, but wants to make everybody their servant. They like it easy. They like it going. They like life to be a piece of cake, but life is not a piece of cake. Every destiny must have a period of the wilderness. And if the Albedos agree to have a period of the wilderness, then that is the process that makes them burnt people. They must become burnt people. Because their entire history is founded on hate. Hate is not real. Hate is an illusion. The entire DNA of white people is founded on hate. And hate is a disease, is an illusion. What is real is love. Love is what is real. Hate is an illusion. So they are upholding this illusion that their entire history is made up of illusion. And it is witchcraft. It is witchcraft that everybody is born into. When you hear this thing of people talking about being born into sin, every person is born into the world and they think that white people were the first people here. That's witchcraft. Before you go to school, you will think that white people invented everything. They were the first people on this planet. This planet belongs to them more than it belongs to anyone. Witchcraft. our own default setting. Especially if you are born in Africa. You thought that white people invented everything. You thought that they were the mothers and fathers of everything. This world belonged to them. Only for you to study and read and realize that these people, 6,000 years ago, they were not even existing. 6,000 years ago, they were not even existing. And they are scared. They want to preserve the albedo effect. They want to preserve the albedo effect, and that is why they don't like mixing with Africans. Because they know that once they fuck Africans and as a child, that child is African. So removing them off the planet is very easy. Because it will only require us to mix. The moment we mix with them, they are gone. Hate is not real. Whiteness is not real. Albedo is not real. But hate is necessary. Hate is not real, but it is necessary. Hate is the medicine you give to demons. Demonic entities, of which is a topic that we will talk about again and again as we expand on this particular topic. But just know that hatred is not real, but it is necessary. Asians are the descendants of Nephthys. Guys, in Africa we have deities that are very known. We have the Nut and Geb. Nut and Geb gives birth to Osiris, Isis, Set, Nephthys. And then Isis and Osiris give birth to Horus. Horus is supposed to restore Osiris. And then we have Set and Nephthys. Set is the desert, it is the head, it is the opposite of Osiris. And then we have Nephthys. Nephthys is the mistress. Now all Asians, not just Asians, but all mixed people, mixed. As long as you are a mixture, as long as you are mixed, you are in the in-between, you are a descendant of Nephthys. Nephthys is the mistress, the one that they can look left, they can look right. They can look left, they can look right, depending on who loves themselves. If white people love themselves, the Nephthys children will turn and support white people. If black people love themselves, all the Nephthys children will turn and support black people. Like literally, Nephthys are the in-between. They are the ones that determine the weather. It is their support that determines the winning team. If the Nephthys children stands with you, you are the winning team. If they don't stand with you, you are in the losing team. And how does the children of Nephthys decide which side to stand on? The side that loves itself. It is love. Love is the ruler. Trust me, Africans, start hating yourselves and you will see Asians will not even want to step in your country. Hate yourselves and they will not even want to step into your country. Now love yourself and you will see them coming there like, oh my God, me, I'm black, I'm black. Everybody, the Nephthys, they change according to the winning team. And those are the biggest prostitutes. And that is why, somebody in the beginning of this live was saying that is prostitution. Prostitution is an entity, is an entire philosophy in Ubuntu. Because Nephthys are the prostitutes. They support the side that benefits them. Those are the children of Nephthys. They support the side that benefits them. If you are going, a Nephthys child will never stay with you if you're going to make them suffer. If you're going to abuse them. If you're going to make them hate them, they will never stay with you. And so right now, even the writings are on the wall. Look at the children of Nephthys, what they're doing now. Aren't you seeing the Chinese man literally telling his hair to look black? Aren't you seeing the Chinese man literally, they've gone to do research to find out where they came from and they realized they came from black. But prior to that, did you see how they were behaving? They were not even coming to Africa. They did not even want to identify with Africans. They were busy insulting Africans. Why? Because Africans hated themselves. And now that Africans are starting to love themselves, the children of Nephthys are turning. Those are the Nephthys children. Leave them all. Those ones you don't even need to preach to them because they know where to go. Prostitutes know where to go. Do you need to teach prostitutes that by then that man has money? money. No, they know. They know where to go. And me personally, I do not talk negative of prostitution. It is a whole philosophy in Ubuntu that was very respected in ancient Africa. That's why we had thriving brothels in ancient Africa. Because prostitution is also a healing game. But a lot of people, stupidity. What is stupidity? Stupidity is condemnation. Condemnation without investigation. Condemnation without investigation is stupidity. And a lot of people, they condemn prostitution without even knowing what it is. Have you ever investigated where prostitution came from? Do you know the reason? Anything the church hates, know that it is good for you. That one I will tell you today. Anything the church hates, know that it is good for you. Anything the church hates, know that it is good for you. But anyway, that's a topic we will talk about another time. For now, that's all I had for you today. Yeah, stupidity is caused by illusions. Anytime you're giving your opinion without investigation, you are condemning anything without investigation, and Africans are guilty of this a lot, because Africans, they condemn things like witchcraft, they condemn ushirikina, Africans are the most guilty of stupidity, because they're the ones who condemn so much without investigation, and it's because of the church. Stupidity is a God-given gift. Even me, I am stupid sometimes. Even me, I find myself being stupid at times when I condemn without investigation. But then, at the end of the day, we always have repentance. Change your perspective. Investigate. Investigate things before you condemn. If you want to kill stupidity. Stupidity is a God-given gift. Just never misuse yours. Just never misuse yours. Anyway, that was me today. And I hope you guys have enjoyed it. I've enjoyed this particular live. I always go live for 1 hour, 30 minutes every Sunday. Anthems we don't do on Sundays. Anthem we only do during the teaching days, which is Wednesdays. Stephanie, thank you so much. Sunny, thank you so much. I appreciate. Welcome. I work with Hindus and they laugh at us and give mockery eyes. Yes, because the children of Nephthys. Me, I wouldn't even, I always tell Africans, don't bother with the children of Nephthys. The children of Nephthys are the flag pointers. Then their work is just to point flags on this particular world, to tell you that this team is winning. The side you see Asians supporting, know that is the side that is winning. This side is losing. This side is winning. That is all the Asians are here to do. They are here to tell us this winning side, because they will always go to the winning side. If you see a side that is losing, right now you can already tell who is losing the game, because Asians are changing. When you see Asians changing their opinions about black people and actually starting to go back into getting along with black people, know that the Europeans, the albedos, are losing. Yes, the albedos are losing. The albedo are losing. And on this particular planet, is either you are a descendant of Isis, it's either you are a descendant of Isis, it's either you are a descendant of Horus, it's either you are a descendant of Set, or it's either you are a descendant of Nephthys. Osiris is the vegetation, Osiris is the trees. So all green, all chlorophyll, things that make up their own food, are Osiris. And it is Osiris that Isis, the black woman, fucked to give birth to the black man. So black man, know where you come from, my friend. You are not equal to the black woman. You are the son of the black woman. The black woman gave birth to you through a virgin birth. The black woman did not sleep with a man to give birth to the black man. The black woman slept with vegetation. Osiris is is the deity of vegetation. The black woman had a virgin conception. The black woman, Isis, slept with Osiris to give birth to Horus. So Horus, the black man, know that you and the black woman, you are not in the same category. You are not equal. Isis sleeps with Osiris to give birth to Horus. The black woman sleeps with vegetation to give birth to the black man. That was where the virgin birth comes from. Mary did not give birth a virgin birth. Mary is the white woman. The white woman has to fuck the white man to give birth to their descendants. Or the white woman fucks the black man to give birth to their descendants. They did not have any virgin birth. The virgin birth happens in Isis, which is the black woman. The black woman is the only one that is capable of giving birth as a virgin, without a man being involved. And the entire process, there is a scientific name for that entire process. It is called parthenogenesis. Parthenogenesis, yes. I think I'm right. Parthenogenesis. That's the process of giving birth without involvement of a man. Okay? So guys, that's what it is. Know the truth as a black woman and a black man. Know the truth. Know where you belong. Why do Africans have curly hair? Because their hair grows towards the sky. The hair of an African grows like the trees. It means, and the hair is representative of trees. So literally the black woman's hair is like the trees. And trees, they store memory and history. So the black woman's hair stores memory and history that grow upwards. Everybody else's grows downwards to protect their neck. Protect their neck from the cold. Because they live in cold areas. The black woman doesn't need to protect their neck. Okay? So it is all... We will get into it deeper and deeper as we go. But just learn the little. I feel like I've given you guys a lot right now. Yes. And the Nilotic from Isis. Now let me tell you. Hey, and because you've asked this, it has reminded me something. Juicy, I was arguing with a South African. I was arguing with white South Africans. And I was winning in that argument. And then a black South African comes. And then do you know what she tells me? If you're not South African, these girls are more South African than you will ever be. Hey! Do you know that girl, that black girl? Hey! Do you know this? There's this viral video of a little boy biting the finger of their brother. And then the brother says, "Ow, Charlie, that really hurts." Like literally when that South African woman told me that I will never be South African. Like, that those girls are more South African than I will ever be. It hurt. It hurt me. And do you know why it hurt me? Because the maps are upside down. She was able to tell me that because the maps are upside down. Look at Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria runs from north to south. Lake Victoria runs, it is Lake Victoria that feeds the Nile. And the River Nile runs from north to south, in reality. But in our maps right now, it is showing that River Nile runs from south to north. Now, River Nile collects its water from Lake Victoria. Lake Victoria is, water is tears. And rainfall are tears of the Bantus. Now, it is the Bantu lands that collect waters at the Nilotic lands. So without Bantu lands, we cannot have the lakes, okay? The Lake Turkana, Lake Victoria, Lake whatever, Lake Tanganyika. All these lakes, they get their water. All these lakes, they get their water from the highlands. And when you look at Lake Victoria, I come from Lake Victoria, okay? By the time Lake Victoria is gathering its waters and pulling it into Egypt, into the whole world, that is the process of migration that happened in Africa. Africans, we came from South Africa, going down into the whole world. All our ancestors came from South Africa, going down to the whole world the same way River Nile comes from Lake Victoria, going down into the whole world. So when this girl told me this, hey, I almost cried. Literally, I almost cried because what are you trying? Hey, but then do you know what I just told her? I just told her, they might be south. South does not even even exist. South Africa is north. They might be south, more than me, but they'll never be more African than me. They might be more south than me, but they'll never be more African than me. Never, because my ancestors they have roots from South Africa. Now, South Africa is the origin of X, mother. The X chromosome. Its origin is in South Africa. Ethiopia, which was Kenya. Ethiopia, Kenya, East Africa. East Africa is the origin of the Y chromosome. Guys, you must know the history. The origin of Isis mother is in South Africa. The origin of the father, which is the Horus, the boy child, is in the east of Africa. So when the Europeans, they tell you that, the origin of humanity is in East Africa, they are referring to their own descendant, to their own ancestor, which is the patriarch. But then where did the matriarch originate from? South Africa. Now look, somebody has asked me about Nilotic people. The Nilots are now the representation of Horus. Isis gives back to Horus in order for Horus to save Osiris. South Africa gives back to East Africa in order for East Africa to save the whole of Africa. That is what it is about. Bantus give back to Niloids in order for Niloids to save the whole world. Now, how does Niloids save the world? Nilotic people are walkers, travelers. These are people who walk. They travel. What does walking and travel activate? The Achilles heel. Knowledge of self and belief of self. And usage of self and seeing of self. So when you see the Bantus giving back to the Nilots, it is the same story of Isis giving back to Horus. Get it in your head. Get it in your head so that when these things are being mentioned, you know the story that is being talked about. The origin of Bantus is South Africa. And those were the ones who started existing. The origin of Niloids is East Africa. And those are the second ones to exist. East Africa is the representation of the patriarchs of Africa. The Nilot is patriarchs of Africa. Following the tears of the mother. Tears of the mother, they follow the Nile. They follow the Nile. The Nile are the tears of the Bantus. Without Bantu lands, we cannot have water collecting because water collects from highlands into lowlands. If it is raining so much in the Bantu lands, the Nilotic lands flood. The rain represents tears. It can be tears of joy or tears of sadness. The tears come from the Bantu's land, they go into the Nilotic lands. Isis gives birth to Horus in order for Horus to follow the tears. Horus follows the tears and gets the knowledge. And that is the reason why Nilotics are mostly intellectual. They're the most intellectual. And it is from Niloids that the colonizer got their information. Because now Nilotic people are the Horus of the world now. And Set removes the eye of Horus. One eye, the left eye. When Set removes the left eye of Horus, it means that Set removes the intuition of the Nilots and leaves them with memory. Nilotic people are not intuitive, are not as intuitive as the Bantus. Intuition lives in Bantu lands. Intuition lives in the Bantu lands. So, guys, I think that is it. I will not go on and on and on and on. But no, this South African, when she told me, it hurt me. Literally, she really hurt me. I stopped that argument. I said, you win. Just because she was protecting these albedos in South Africa. Those albedos in Cape Town. These albedos, for them to stay in Africa, they must know the true history. Because, you cannot stay in Africa and then you tell us that, Malema wants ethnic cleansing. Malema wants ethnic cleansing. That is the argument they bring all the time. That, me, I don't agree with Malema because he wants ethnic cleansing. It is not ethnic cleansing that makes you don't want Malema. You don't want Malema because you come from a genetic history that butchered their way into Africa. You guys cleansed people in South Africa. You came there, you killed people and then you took their lands. And now that Malema wants to become president, you think we're going to do the same to you. We are not. One thing I love about Africa is we'll never be anything like the Albedos. We have a heart. We are empathetic people. The only cleansing that we want is education, re-education. We don't want the miseducation of the Negro. We want the re-education. And if you can stand the education, if we start educating each other about who we are, and you can sit there without crying, then stay in Africa. Stay in Africa. If we start teaching each other about who we are and about what your ancestors did, and you can take it, stay in Africa. If you can take it, stay in Africa. But you staying in Africa and then telling us that, no, don't talk about it. Don't talk about what my ancestors did. It will hurt me. Don't talk about what my ancestors did. Please, it's going to make me feel bad. If you are that type of a person, we don't want you here. Get out. Get out. Because you must give us room to talk about ourselves. You must give us room to learn our history. You must give us room to tell each other the truth. And if you can sit amongst us as we tell each other the truth, because no, the stages of grief, Africans will get angry when they know the truth. Africans will look at you and see your ancestors and what they did when they know the truth. If you can sit amongst us and stomach all that and take it, stay in Africa. But we will not protect white fragility. You know, they want us to protect white fragility. They don't want us to talk about it. They want to be dead in order for us to talk about it. They want to die first. They want to tell us that, wait for us to die first so that you can talk about these issues when you guys are alone. It will not hurt us more. We don't care about you. So when we start talking about these issues, find a place to be. And if you think you will manage being in Africa as we talk about this issue, stay. Stay. Stay so that you can become a Bantu people. That will be your destiny. That will be your period of the wilderness. Because the period of the wilderness must turn you dark. It will turn you black. The period of the wilderness will turn you a Bantu people. If you are a white person, if you are an albedo, and you can sit down and listen and take what your ancestors did and actually know that Africans are ISIS descendants and not feel any type of way about it, then stay in Africa. Stay in Africa. But if you know you cannot take it, leave, my friend, for the sake of your own peace, not everybody else. We will not kill you. Nobody will come to any albedo to cut your neck. Nobody will come with a gun the same way your ancestors did to kill you. But guess what? The spiritual guns will kill you. The spiritual guns that we are about to throw, that we are already throwing, will kill you. We will not need to kill you using a physical gun. We will not need to cleanse you and remove you from Africa using force. We are not the Greeks. We are not the Greeks. Our way is the truth. The truth kills demons. Say the truth and shame the devil. The devil does not want to be ashamed. So they stay there at Cape Town telling South Africans, yes, if they tell you anything, tell them they'll never be South African more than us. And I know that statement, those are the statements that white people are the ones who teach them to come and tell us. But guess what? There is no border. To come from South Africa to Kenya, somebody can walk. You don't need to cross any ocean. Our landmass is connected. So the same way I am in East Africa is the same way I am a South African, my friend. We are connected. And you South Africans who are xenophobic, prepare yourselves. You're not going to survive. You're not going to survive. ISIS is in South Africa. The ISIS spirit is in South Africa. And if we are going to wake up the ISIS spirit, we must wake up South Africa. It is South Africans that are loved in the whole world. A lot of people want us to think that it is the Americans that are loved in the whole world. It is South. And that is even the reason why that child is trending in Korea, trending in China, trending in Japan, trending everywhere, because South Africa is looked at by the whole world.
thinks she's trending in Europe. The people who are managing her, please divert her before she gets lost. Because trust me, if you take her to Europe and you think that it is Europeans that are going to uplift her, you are munampoteza. Munampoteza. She will get lost. Because ISIS spirit it's looked at by the whole world. Now Tyler is busy singing. Her supporters are at the back, but she's busy facing Europe. She's busy facing Europe. She doesn't even know where her support comes from. I don't even know whether they do analytics. Because me personally, I have analyzed her audience. Her audience is not in Europe, but she keeps going to Europe to do tours. Her audience are everywhere, East Africa. Her audience are in North Africa. Her audience are in Asia. Her audience are in Korea, Japan. And all this is because of the spirit of ISIS in her. But guess what? Because South Africans, they don't care about any... You know, if South Africans, they sing, and then it is Africans and Nigerians that are supporting them. They don't like that. They feel like they've not made it. They feel like they've not made it if it is only East Africans that are supporting them. But guess what? When East Africa supports you, the whole world supports you. When East Africans say yes to what you produce, the whole world will support you. But if you ask East Africans, we are trying to support you with your amapiano, we are making it, you know, shoot in the whole world because we love it, we resonate. South Africans, you don't have to market your music to us. You just have to produce it, we already comprehend it. Give it to us, we will eat it. But then you're giving it to us, we are eating it, but you don't even appreciate. You want Europeans to be the one eating your shit. They are not meant for you. You will keep on arguing with them. You will feel the masterpieces, but they'll keep on returning it to you. They'll keep on talking shit. See the way Jay-Z tried to talk shit about Tyler, saying, some of you did not belong in the category. That is what they will do to that girl, and soon she will be depressed, thinking that she doesn't have talent. Why? Because she's singing to the wrong audience. Singing to the wrong audience. But at the end of the day, I hope somebody who is close to her will tell her, my friend, your audience is here. Those people you are trying to go beg and milk, they don't give a fuck. They will even say that, you're not talented, get the fuck out. You're not talented, get the fuck out. That is what they will tell you, but as us, we see you. You don't have to explain yourself to us. Look at Shoma Josie. Shoma Josie shot because of East Africans. We love her. She doesn't need to explain herself to us. We love her. But guess what? Tyler, Europe. Tyler, Europe. Keep going to Europe. We will see you will go to Europe for how long? Before they milk you alive. Before they drain all your urges. By disrespecting you and telling you that you are not talented. Anyway, that is what it is. The spirit of ISIS is in South Africa. That one I will tell you for free. And if you have to awaken the spirit of ISIS that protects children and women, it is in South Africa. Some of us have it and we are here in East Africa, but East Africa is the hub of patriarchal. East Africa is the hub of horrors. East Africa is the eye. Look at the map of Africa now. I've already even shared this map. I told you South Africa is the mouth, East Africa is the eye. Eye of horrors. We are very patriarchal over here. We don't defend much. We only, tell the truth from what we see. South Africans now are the ones who will hold you by your balls. If you dare oppress a child. South Africans are the ones who are supposed to hold you by your balls if you dare oppress a child or oppress a woman. But, we are where we are and we are moving, and hopefully we will move correctly. I'm with you. Thank you so much. That South African who told me that you hurt my feelings. I know you wanted to hurt my feelings, but you did. You managed. But guess what? I recovered from it because I know who I am. I know who I am. You're trying to make me jealous of a white person in Africa by telling me they are more South African than I'll ever be. It's okay. It's okay. You hurt my feelings, but I know who I am, so I got over it. Yeah. Thank you guys. Anyway, that's what's up. That's all I wanted to talk about today. And yeah, so I think I'm going to end this live here. Nola, thank you so much. Marcella, thank you so much. We love you so much from South Africa. I love you guys as well. Awaken the ISIS, man. Awaken the ISIS, mother. She is in South Africa. And that is the reason why Europeans, they ensured that out of any African country, they made sure that they are in the necks of South Africans because they know that ISIS comes from there. ISIS is in South Africa. And the albedo South Africans are there because they are the ones who are sitting on the face of ISIS. The albedos, they are not stupid. They know the hot spots of Africa. They know the hot spots of Africa. They've studied us. They studied our continent from our ancestors. They know where every place represents. They know the hot spot of every place. So that is the reason why out of the entire Africa, they came from north. The northern hemisphere that they call north right now. Europe. They passed Egypt. They passed Sudan. They passed Zimbabwe. They passed Botswana. They passed every other country to settle in South Africa. Why? To block the neck of ISIS. That is the reason why they are there. That is the reason why they are there. They are there to choke ISIS. They couldn't come to East Africa. ISIS is not here. They couldn't go to Nigeria, West Africa. ISIS is not there. They had to go to South Africa because that is where the spirit of ISIS hails from. Somebody's asking me, what is ISIS? Read, my friend. Read. And as long as ISIS' neck is being choked, nobody is free. No child is safe and no woman is safe. Don't even worry about North Africa being Arab. North Africa is Arab realistically. East Africa is Arab, partly Arab realistically because of trade and mixing with the Middle East. Now tell me why South Africa is white. You can explain Egypt being Arab because of the trade between Africans and the Middle East. Africans and Portuguese. You can explain East Africa, Somali being Arab, partly Arab. Why? Because of the trade between East Africa and Yemen, the trade between East Africa and Saudi Arabia, the trade between East Africa and the Middle East. Can you explain South Africa? Where did those people come from? The seeds. They are the seeds of the white man, the future seeds of the white man that the white man came and sprinkled at the origin of ISIS, so that they also have seeds. Know that South Africans are the custodians of seeds of all the world. So they wanted to put their own seeds there as well. That is the reason why South Africa is white. It is a spiritual attack against the African continent, and we must talk about it. If they can sit and listen to it, well and good, stay. Nobody gives a fuck about you. Because this ejaculation is due. This ejaculation is already due. The ejaculation is due. We don't care about you. At the end of the day, we are the majority here. 10 years from now, 30 years from now, you guys will not be there anymore. As long as we continue to teach our children who we are. You will not be there.